Hello everybody, Really Traveler here, how you doing? I'm here for another Friday stream. Trying to do it every Friday. I can't promise anything, but I'm guessing this is the third or fourth one in a row. So here I am, trying to get this open. It's a protein bar. Welcome to the live stream. You're here pretty quick. Strawberry and it smells strawberry. Delicious. As I said, welcome to the live stream. Whoever you are, come and say hi. This is my dinner, by the way. This is actually pretty good. Strawberry peanuts, I guess. Just need to buy more of these. Hello. You can say hi, whoever you are. If it is traveling memories, it's fine. Grab my root beer. As delicious as it has been before. Um, and there is only 2 shifts left of work. Working tomorrow and on Sunday, and then I will be having a week off, which I need to in which I need to study for 5 weeks of practice. I'm starting school not next week, but the week after that. And I must admit that I'm getting kind of nervous about it. Starting in September, and hopefully I will be done in January. And after, when I'm done with that, if I'm going to be done, you don't know if I don't know if anything will happen during that time though. But if and when I'm done, it's going to be a new, or well, it's a different kind of work, and well, it's new. It's a new job within the same, almost the same area, and just starting a new work is always nerve-wracking in a way, and just starting a new line of work. Well, a new kind of work in my, as I said earlier. It makes me nervous, and but when I'm done with uni, I will start to save up more money so I can travel. I must admit though that I have thought about working within travel, but now that I'm in uni studying for my master's, I must probably use my master's to get a decent job. But that won't stop me to save up money to travel around the world. Speaking of which, I think I need to see when my passport. I will not show you my passport because I don't want to. It expires next year, so I think after when I'm done with school, I'm gonna renew it. And a memory is one of these, a Metro card for my last time in New York, which was actually 2 years ago now. And just seeing that it was 2 years ago, it has brought up a lot of. I do have fond memories of the US and the UK. I'm messing about with some coins when I did realize that I do have some coins. I do have different kinds of coins. I do see that I have at least 4 different kinds of coins. At least. And I see that I do have at least 2 euros and 3.5 British pounds. 2.5 or well 3.05 I must say, and 3.8 British pounds, and actually a 5 cents American cents, and Canadian 10 cents. I don't know how I got that one though. So I do have a lot of different kinds of coins. I'm guessing this is worth about 50 Swedish kroners. So that's kind of weird. Well, yeah, it is worth 50 kroners, but it's not worth changing it in. I don't even think I can change it in anyway, but I must say I have been traveling quite a bit, but some might argue that they have traveled even more, which is fair enough. I do travel whenever I can, whenever I have the time for it and can afford it. And just looking through my passport, I'm seeing a lot of different stamps, and I must say it brings me back. seeing a stamp from South Africa. If you have seen one of my earliest videos ever, which actually was my first traveling video, which was footage from that trip in South Africa, in which I did see Johannesburg, Cape Town, Signal Hill in Cape Town. I think I tried to see Table Mountain, which I didn't get into. I did see some lions, and I did see the Big Five. I'm seeing stamps from Brazil. I do see. That's one from South Africa as well, leaving on the 5th of October 2014. And Brazil, I have made a video about that as well. My second trip to New York back in 2014, I have made a video about that as well. Being in China, and temporary entry permit, at least with the Swedish passport, you can get 72 hours visa free in China, as long as you have that you show that you have somewhere to stay. Seeing a stamp from Japan last year, and that trip was freaking amazing as well. And if I have any other stamps, I do have a stamp from 2016, New York, if you remember that one as well. That's about it. That shouldn't be it though, because I think I got a stamp from Ukraine back in 2016 as well. I didn't get a stamp when I had a layover in New York, when I went from Brazil to London, actually. I did get a stamp from... There we are. Got a stamp from Ukraine as well. And when I have counted all of my different kinds of countries, seen from my website, I have been to 26 countries, 2 in Asia, a lot of them in Europe, only a few, only one actually in both Africa, South America, and North America. I find it pretty weird that people are coming in and out and they don't stay and say hi. So I'm just mumbling for myself at this point, but hopefully someone will come and say hi. Yeah, 26 countries, and England has been my most visited country ever. 13 times in 11 years. I do love London, but if I have to count the most visited cities, though, London would be number 1. Nice, France would be number 2. Number 3 would be Amsterdam and New York, 3 times each. And number 4 would be Paris and Brussels. Well, number 3 would actually be Salers in Belgium as well. I have visited that town 3 times as well. Even though I have been to Brussels twice, I have been to Celeste 3 times. Does that make any sense to you? Paris, as I remember, twice. Berlin twice. Kiev twice. Well, Malaga 4 times, so that would be number 2 as well. So I have been kind of visiting the same places more and more. It might sound like that I'm bragging, but I just wanted to let you know, since I claim to be a traveling channel, even though I do mostly blogs, but so what I have been doing today is actually this is my second day off. I've been to the gym both yesterday and today. Ran 5K yesterday and 4K today. And it's kind of rough. I ran 4K in just over 20 minutes, which is kind of rough even for me. I did work on my arms. So it's kind of sad that I don't have any people to speak with, which makes this part of the live stream kind of boring. And I've talked about this in an earlier video. I did hang around Twitter a couple of days ago, and I did see that Starsailor, which is a band that I did see last year, which was the reason I went to London last year as well. My second time that year, bear in mind with that. And I did meet the band and meet some awesome people who helped me meet the band. And seeing them play in London again in November, when I did see it, I was like, fuck, I do want to see him again. God damn it. But I don't think I really can afford it or have the time for it. Since I'm kind of busy with school during that time, and I think around that time it's evening from Ireland. Welcome to the live stream. Speaking of which, I was actually in Ireland last month, so I was in Dublin for a couple of days, which was awesome. Welcome to the live stream. I think it's your first time here, right? Is that right? And you're the first person who has said hi as well, so yeah, fair enough. I heard good things about Cork and Galway and Kilkenny and inwards. So next time I will probably spend more time in Ireland, so just seeing the whole country. I have been listening to Dubliners with Ronnie Drew and the whole era of the Dubliners. They do have they did make a lot of awesome songs, so yeah, yeah, I know. Just being 3 days in Dublin, and I just wasn't enough. I did meet someone who has spent 2 weeks in Ireland, and he was like, "You should see Galway and the countryside and everything." So that's the plan. I do plan to see the whole island. I do want to see Scotland and Wales as well. So what do you do in Ireland? I can only imagine that. Yeah, the most beautiful scenery ever. uh, there's a lot of places to see with with a little time. Orthopedic technician, nice. So we both work in the medical field. I'm a nurse. I'm studying to get my master's in anesthetics. So so hopefully when I can afford it, I will head back to Ireland. Yeah, being a nurse is kind of good. I have been working in the psych ward most of my career, but at least I'm doing something new. But hopefully, I will manage to earn money while traveling. Even though I don't earn much, if at all, by traveling at this point. But welcome nonetheless. Welcome nonetheless. How did you find my live stream? I can only imagine that, yeah. The Wild Atlantic Way. I can only imagine that, yeah. Well, I can only imagine that. Oh, really? Really? Since since my channel started? Hmm. Did you have another name before? Now that you mention it, it may sound rude, but that's definitely not my intention at all. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, fair enough. But welcome nonetheless. Welcome. It's always nice to have someone here. You're the first one in 20 minutes to have come and say hi. So there was some people that just popping in and out, not saying a word. So I was just here rambling by myself. Hopefully, some people will come and say hi. Usually, Travel in Belgium will come in here if he sees that I'm on. But now that you mention it, I must ask you as a long-time subscriber. This may sound egotistical, but I just want to ask by curiosity. What do you think about the channel? Because I know that some people complain about my travel videos that I should put on some music in them, but I just wanted to let you want your opinion about my channel. If you want to give it to me, of course. Okay, fair enough. And I see that two people are here, but I wonder who's the second one. That would be much appreciated. But bear in mind that I'm doing mostly vlogs, but I tend to make some traveling videos every once in a while whenever I'm out traveling about. And some of the videos may not be your cup of tea, but how often do I travel? These past years, it has been at least twice a year. Energy, welcome to the live stream. This year it has been 3 times, 1 domestic and 2 times to London or UK. Last year I did go to a lot of places. 1 world trip and 1 to London again. And the year before that, back in 2016, it was Europe trip and 1 trip to New York. And so I tend to travel at least twice a year, if that answered your question. And welcome, Energy. How's it going? I don't want to sound that I'm ignoring you, but welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? If you're still here, by the way. And I must say though, now on Sunday it will actually be my 4th anniversary. That will mark the day that I did upload my first video back in 2014. I've been to Hong Kong as well, and that's a lot of countries. I do want to travel to Thailand and Vietnam as well. I heard different opinions about Cambodia though. I do want to see Laos. I do want to go back to Hong Kong. The first and only time I was there was back in 2009. So I do want to go back there again. And I have made 11 top 10 list on places I do want to go, and I have only explored about 7 of them, so I need more traveling. But I did go to one of them twice, which was a castle in Belgium. So that was a huge experience. which was the reason I went to Belgium, just to break into that castle. So, but it seems like you have been traveling quite a bit as well, and kudos to that. Traveling is one of the best things you can do, at least for me anyway. But so, besides Hong Kong, which has been your favorite place? And that was my attempt to fish out some traveling tips on where to go. The west coast of your home country, would that mean the US? And that's another country I do need to explore more. The US. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Ireland, oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Ireland, yeah. Sorry about that. There's a lot of places that need to be explored. And I have noticed that at least every once in a while I pop in a strange place. For example, in one of my top 10 lists, I mentioned at least Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, seeing pictures of those places, they look pretty awesome. You're seeing the nature of those countries. Even though a lot of people hasn't traveled to those places from what I've seen, but then again I haven't looked as much either. But just seeing a lot of countries, and I have been saying specific points in every country as well. A specific class in Slovakia, for example, maybe even Galway in the west coast of Ireland, Red Sands, seaforts outside of Kent, for example, as well. Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, which is one of the places I have seen in person. And a huge plus. Kurdistan and Khalistan. I haven't heard about that one though. I heard different opinions about the Philippines and Jamaica, and the Dominican Republic as well. It depends on where in those countries you go to as well, though. Um, but as I said, there's a lot of places to go to, and hopefully someday I will save up enough money to travel around the world. Yeah, I think I heard about Colombia and Venezuela. But it depends on where and when you go. Argentina would probably be relatively safe. and Peru as well. I've heard if you go into Central America, it might be dangerous as well. Um, yeah. Speaking of which, when I was in Brazil, I spent a week in Rio de Janeiro. I did meet a Brazilian when I was in Amsterdam the first time, a couple of years before. And when I spoke to him and that I was going to Rio, he was delighted that I was going there. And I asked him about places to stay in, and right off the bat, he did say, "Don't live in central or north of Rio because that's all of the favelas." So south of south of Rio, close to Ipanema and Copacabana, stay right there, and which I did, and it was awesome. Taking bus trips to Christ the Redeemer, as said. Um, but even though I think I heard that they are starting to clean up the favelas now, so hopefully it will be safer. Uh, but I think that you have to just be careful, just to see where you are, be aware of your surroundings and all that stuff. What is the most dangerous place you have been to? Indeed, you just use your common sense. And if your gut feeling tells you that something is wrong, listen to it and just walk away. I think I have to look at my old videos just to see what I have done. Just seeing old pictures as well. But I must say, Japan was freaking awesome though. Yeah, doing the homework as well. Yeah, and that's another thing. I think you have to look into. I think you have to look into. Well, is it safe to take a taxi? Which areas is safe? What to expect? How you can travel from point A to point B. Amongst other things, and being safe. I must say, just because I have been to London a lot of times, I've learned by heart what to do and where to go, how to get there. Just exploring. I think I probably know where to go, which tube station to stop to, most of the times at least. But but there's always something new to explore. So indeed, avoid scammers. Yeah. The most uncomfortable thing, but that's just because I haven't I wasn't used to it at all. I think I mentioned this in one of my earlier streams. I was down in Johannesburg uh, 4 years ago. I was walking along the street in daylight, pure daylight, and I looked around, and this might be expected because it's South Africa, nonetheless. But I looked around and seeing that I was the only white guy in that street. Uh, it was uncomfortable because I wasn't used to it. You might say that I felt like it felt like I was singled out, if that makes any sense. That's the most uncomfortable thing I experienced while traveling. It was nice talking to you. You have been here for a long time anyway, so cheers to you. Bye for now. Cheers, mate. And by that, I think I'm gonna go in and grab something more to drink. So if I'm not here, grabbing a bar. Another one of my favorite drinks. Bubblegum is freaking amazing. It's one of my first choices ever. Kind of tastes like a salty bubblegum. Yeah, you should go and check out Smiler. He was an awesome dude. As I said, I think I have to look into my old videos and old pictures just to see, just to how do I say it? Just to get the feeling of nostalgia. Welcome. Hi. Whoever you are, hi. I'm just trying to unravel these ones. Oh, 2 people. Whoa. Awesome. Ronnie, I think you have been here before, right? I remember that you have been here before. Welcome, nonetheless. Come on. Here we go. I did it. Welcome, Ronnie. How's it going? It's been a long time, huh? But who's number 2? Number 2. Yep, bubblegum bar. Awesome. You can say hi. I'm just waiting for you to speak up because I'm kind of a lazy person. I do want to have someone to talk to, or else I'm getting kind of nervous. I think I have to start to light this one up. This one is one of my favorites, Violet. And I do buy these in London, and I do have a friend of mine. Whenever she knows I'm going to London, she wants to. She wants me to buy some for her. Chocolate cloud, it's amazing. This one is using lemon, but it smells like chemical lime. And one of my favorites, gingerbread cookie. Yep, that was a burp. I'm always burping. And freshly baked shortbread. This one is amazing. And it's sad that Ronnie left. Strawberry, heather, and wild berries. And raspberry smoothie. Yeah. I must say that I do miss quite a bit. And I must say that my last trip that I did just last month was intense, maybe even too intense. Just spending 3 days in Dublin, which made me just want to cram everything in, and it was kind of stressing. Um, and the stress of not having a place to stay until the day before I arriving to London. It was stressful and just cramming everything in 4 days, and seeing a concert the day before I left as well. Yeah, I think this has been a short live stream. I think I'm gonna leave it right here. It has been nice talking to you all. Well, the one person who wanted to talk to me at least. And I hope you like the live stream. Subscribe if you're new, and if you want to support my channel, you can buy some merch in the merch shop down below. Otherwise, peace.